Well, good morning and happy Tuesday. It is field trip week, day 2. I'm out with the new team and we are at beautiful, sunny, gorgeous Staglin Vineyards in Rutherford, right on the Rutherford bench. It is an absolutely spectacular day. We've got a 2 winery day planned ahead of us. We're going to be with Shannon Staglin, with Jodi, Carey, the whole team. Staglin was founded in the 80s, a really, really wonderful winery here in Napa Valley with winemakers that have ranged from Mccrossin, Celia Welsh, Andy Erickson. I absolutely love this place. It's all organic. They do an amazing job at keeping it really nice, focused, boutique, but also great brand recognition. I think they do a wonderful job at marketing themselves so you guys can see them across the country and around the world. They're going to do a taco lunch for us, which is pretty much the greatest thing I've ever experienced. And let's go for a little tour, shall we?
So just a quick kind of orientation. We're like the southwest corner of Rutherford. The next vineyard over is a sycamore vineyard for Premark Abbey, and then you roll into Tokelon. This property was originally owned by the family that owned Beaulieu Vineyards. So, not originally, but they're the first to, I guess, in modern times, post-prohibition plant vines here. So Chelachev rediscovered this estate in the 60s, planted vines. We purchased it from them and have replanted it since, several times actually. But what I thought that I could do is just do kind of a quick vineyard walk and talk a little bit about the evolution of the style of planting that's occurred on this property and why. The vineyard is just under 50 acres planted to vine, predominantly Cabernet Sauvignon. We have 23 blocks of Cabernet Sauvignon planted on the estate. We have our oldest vines right here. So these were planted in 1987. So I think that one of the unique things about our wine is that it has a lot of finesse, but it also has that like beautiful herbal character of traditional Cabernet Sauvignon. And that comes from these heritage clonal selections that surround us right now. So maybe it's eucalyptus, maybe it's bay, maybe it's camphor, maybe it's green olive or black olive. And it takes a little time for that to shine through. Usually in the youth of the wine, it's overpowered by the fruit. But with 5 years and then 10 years, you really start to see those more nuanced components shine through. There's 3 soil subseries on the property. So this is a Perkins gravelly loam that we're in right now. Double cordon vines. The canopy is what we call a modified flock canopy. So the shoots will grow up in between this kind of Y section and be hand tied into place. So we've done pre-pruning right now. That's what you see here. What's interesting about this is that, obviously the spacing of these vines is wide between the rows and between the vines. But there's something to be said about this canopy management for kind of ongoing increasing temperatures. Have a bigger shade area, right? So creating more ambient cooling for the clusters that hang right here. And when the sun rises, it rises over there and it sets over here. You can't see it because there's a lower ridgeline right here, but the top of this ridgeline is Mount St. John, which is the tallest mountain in the Mayacamas Range. So the first shadows of the day cast right here on this vineyard. And that's really important for hang times for us. We're able to let the fruit hang longer without pushing those ripeness levels. We get the morning sun, the afternoon shade. And so I think that contributes to like the finesse of the wines. And then also just the soil type. So this is an alluvial fan that's eroded off of the mountains over thousands and thousands of years and created this shelf or bench that we're standing on right now, which is known as the Rutherford bench. So some of the first grapevines were planted actually right here on this property. 1864 is when that house was built. The other thing is that our rootstock that we're going to be going into the ground with over there for the first time is 03916. That is that nematode-resistant rootstock. It's very vigorous, and so to have a larger canopy is better to manage that type of rootstock. So it'll be new
As
to
in
us.
tone it down if need be. Okay.
If you have more growth space, right? It's not all going to go into the cluster; it'll go into the canopy.
You gotta listen up, listen up. There's not a thing that I can't get from you. Boy, I don't need that much.
In life, there is nothing better than a taco at a picnic table in Napa Valley.
I never needed you to give me things. I never needed gifts or diamond rings. All I ever need, all I ever need is here with you. Baby, there's a place where we can flash lightning like the
Demolished tacos. Had an amazing day, and now we're heading to Bond. Yay!
Just wanna be with you.